Hello guys, my name is Dennis and today you are going to learn all about arrays. Okay, so what a array is. Arrays allow us to store several values in one variable. For example, we have this box. It is string. Okay, so in here by default we have one value. For example, some text. But with arrays, with them, we can make several values. So let's go here. We can make it like a table. Imagine the array is like a table. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here is the 7th element. So the first value of the element here will be text 1. Here will be text 2, text 3, text 4, text 5, text 6, text 7. So the index of this element will be 0 because everything with the arrays starts with 0. Every index starts from 0 to whatever the element is. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do you get it? The element number, text 7 for example, it is the 7th element, but by index it is the 6th because we start from 0. Text 1 is 0. Okay, now that we created it on a table, let's make it in Visual Studio. So we come here to create new project, search for Console App, .NET Framework. We go here, name our project like arrays, like this. Hit create and wait for Visual Studio to do its job. Okay, first we will make a array. For example, array for string. It is assigned by making by writing string, the type of the variable we want. Then we write the square brackets here, then we give it a name. For example, let's make it for movies. Here we store values for movies. Then we write the equals sign and we start with the curly brackets. And then at the end we come here and write the semicolon. So for me it's better to make it like this. You can make it on the same line, but I prefer this. So we have to set the elements now. The first movie will be transporter. We separate them with comma, so we make this. The next is Ghost Rider, and we can add however movies we want. So the next will be Matrix. Okay. The next will be, for example, the Terminator. Okay, that's it. We have four elements. This element is with index 0, this element is with index 1, this is with index 2, and this is with index 3. Okay. So if you want to print them out, we write console.writeLine, the name of the array, movies, then the square brackets, and in here we type the index. If we type the index 0, it should print us transporter. So let's see what we got. Okay, it prints us transporter. So let's print out the rest of the movies. We can just copy and paste them and just change the index. Okay, like this. Now it will print all the movies. Okay, Transporter, Ghost Rider, Matrix, and Terminator. So what happens if we would have 100 elements in this array? We cannot do it like this because it will take much longer time. Instead, we can print them out by using a for loop. You can check out my previous lessons about the for loop to see what it is basically and what it is used for. So this is another example how we use the for loop. When you combine the array and for loops, it is a very powerful combination. With this you can do much more things than with just one variable. Okay, so instead of writing from 0 to 4, when it's 0 to continue when it's less than 4, it's better practice to make it by the length of the array. So if we change here and delete or add another movie, here we have to change it again. But if we use movies dot length, this will give us the length of the array and automatically sets it when it reaches to the final index of the array, it stops. Okay, so let's print out all of the movies by using movies in the square brackets, and for index we won't type again 0, here 1, 2, 3, and so on. Instead we will use, instead of the number here, the variable I in the for loop. So now it prints the index of the variable I. So when I is 0, that is from the beginning of the cycle, how we set it, it should print us the transporter. because I equals to 0, and because I equals to 0, instead of I in the first step here is 0. Okay, but for the second cycle I will be 1, and here will be 1 instead of I. Okay, so it now should print us every movie. Okay, there are Transporter, Ghost Rider, Matrix and Terminator. So for you to see the indexes of them, let's make it like this. We put here. Okay, here we print the movies, and here we print the index. This here is only the index of the movie. This is the name of the movie. So we put dot here. Okay, now see what happens. Index 0 for Transporter, index 1 for Ghost Rider, index 2 for Matrix, index 3 for Terminator. The first element 0, the second element index 1. Okay, I think you should get it now. If you want to number them from 1 to 4, we can make it rank. Okay, I, but oops, we write I here again, but instead of starting from 0, we should start counting from 1. I plus 1. This won't change the variable i's value, it will change it, it will just get it from here. Okay, let's make it. So rank 1, the first is Transporter, second Ghost Rider, third Matrix and fourth Terminator. Okay, so let's make the user input the movies. So how do we do this? Let's make another string. Let's make again the movies equals, but now we have to type in something other. It's that we say to the compiler that we make a new string, the array, and here we have to input its length. So we have to know the length of our array. So we have to input 4 movies. For example, we write here the length of the array, and here we say to the program, okay, let's create a new string array with length of 4 for 4 elements. So for each element we can make movies 0 equals to console dot readline. Okay, then we can copy and paste it, so like this, first 2 3, that should do the job. Okay, just to make it better, let's ask the user to input them. input 3 movies. Okay. Ghost Rider and Matrix. So let's hit enter and it closes the program. Okay, now to print them out, to see that the array is saving those values, let's make it move console.writeLine movies 0, the index, copy paste, then 0, 1, 2 and 3 for the fourth element. So let's make it now. The Terminator, Ghost Rider, then the Matrix and Transporter. Okay, here the Terminator, Ghost Rider, Matrix and Transporter. Let's make a line so it's better to separate them. So how we can upgrade our program now? Okay, first we can upgrade it with 2 for loops. So to upgrade it with 2 for loops, we can do it like this. For here let's make it to the movies dot length to stop when the massive is over. Okay, like this. Movies I equals console dot readline. That will print the now the user will input every element in here. So let's make movies dot length again. Here we print the movies. Oops. So we print them out. Oops. Like this, movies I. So it should do the same job. Okay, it does the same job, but it's better doing this way because you can have 100 in here or more, and you can go and try just 100 lines of this and also this, because that will take a very long period of time. It's just wasted. So we make it like this. Now for this episode I wanna leave you a homework. So I want you to make the user input the length of the array. So this has to be inputted from the user. If the user wants to input 5 movies, it has to be 5, but the user has to set it. If the user wants 10 movies, it has to be 10. Okay, that was for this lesson. I will give you the answer for the homework in the next episode. So subscribe for more and hit the like button. Okay, bye.